Right now, someone you know is hiding in their car eating an entire sleeve of Oreos, and they have no idea why they're doing it. Secret eating isn't about willpower. It's not about being bad. It's about something way deeper happening in your brain, and honestly, once you understand it, a lot of your own weird food behaviors are going to make a lot more sense. Look, we've all been there in some form. Maybe you've eaten standing at the counter, so it doesn't count. Maybe you've strategically timed your snack runs for when your roommate's out. Or maybe you've literally hidden food in weird places like it's contraband. No judgment here, because what's happening psychologically is actually fascinating. Here's the thing about secret eating. It almost always starts with shame. And shame is a monster when it comes to behavior. Think about it this way. You feel bad about your eating, so you hide it. But hiding it makes you feel worse because now you're not just eating wrong, you're also being deceptive, which creates more shame, which makes you want to hide more. See the problem? It's a psychological hamster wheel, and your brain is exhausted. Studies show that secrecy around eating actually increases the emotional distress associated with food. You're not just dealing with the act anymore, you're dealing with the cover-up. The mental load is huge. But here's where it gets interesting. Secret eating isn't random. Your brain is following a very specific pattern, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Secret eating often develops as a rebellion. Yeah, you heard that right. Rebellion. Maybe you grew up in a house where food was controlled. Clean your plate. No dessert unless you finish your vegetables. Don't eat that. It's bad. And your brain filed that away as someone else gets to decide what I eat. Fast forward to adulthood, you're making your own money, buying your own groceries, but that psychological dynamic is still there. So secret eating becomes this act of reclaiming autonomy. It's your brain saying, actually, I'm in control now. Except, plot twist, you're not really in control if you're hiding in your pantry at midnight feeling guilty about it. This is called reactance in psychology. When we feel our freedom is threatened, we do the exact opposite of what we're supposed to do, even if the only person threatening that freedom anymore is ourselves. Wild, right? Now let's talk brain chemistry, because this is where secret eating gets its hooks in deep. When you eat, especially when you eat something sweet or fatty or salty, your brain releases dopamine. That's your feel-good chemical. But here's the kicker. Secrecy amplifies the dopamine response. The sneaking around, the thrill of getting away with it, the relief of being alone with your food. That all adds to the reward. Your brain isn't just getting a hit from the food, it's getting a hit from the entire experience, which means secret eating can become genuinely addictive in a neurological sense. You're not weak. Your brain is just doing exactly what it evolved to do, repeat behaviors that make it feel good. And the worst part, the guilt afterward doesn't cancel out the dopamine. It just ensures you'll feel bad enough to need another hit later. So if your brain is working against you, how do you actually break the cycle? Here's the counterintuitive part. The solution to secret eating is making everything visible. I'm talking about eating what you want when you want it, but doing it out in the open, on a table, on a plate, with other people around if possible. Because secrecy requires shame to survive. The moment you remove the secrecy, the shame starts losing its power. Research on eating disorders shows that one of the most effective interventions is simply normalizing eating behaviors. When you stop categorizing foods as good or bad, when you stop hiding, your brain stops treating food like forbidden treasure. This doesn't happen overnight. Your brain has years of wiring telling you that certain foods need to be eaten in secret. But every time you choose visibility, every time you eat that cookie at the table instead of in your car, you're rewiring that pattern.
And honestly, having the right tools can make this whole process way easier. That's why I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, Cal AI. And if you're looking to make this year different, this is perfect timing. Look, one of the biggest barriers to normalizing your relationship with food is the mystery around it. How much am I actually eating? What's even in this? Cal AI removes that guesswork. You literally just take a photo of your food and their AI instantly calculates your calories and macros, protein, carbs, and fat, without any manual entry or endless scrolling. From my own experience, it's surprisingly accurate. I still double check ingredients when I'm cooking, especially things like oils or sauces, but if anything gets missed, you can easily add it yourself in just a few taps. That flexibility makes a huge difference and keeps tracking realistic instead of obsessive. And if you're someone who wants to go a bit more in depth, CalAI also has a massive food database with thousands of items, so you can pull detailed nutrition info whenever you need it. My favorite feature, though, has to be the barcode scanner. It makes logging things like late night snacks completely effortless. All of this takes so much stress out of tracking, which honestly removes a lot of the anxiety that fuels secret eating in the first place. If one of your goals this year is weight loss or just having a clearer picture of your nutrition, this is genuinely game-changing and actually helps you follow through on those New Year goals. Make sure you hit the link in the description to download CalAI and use my code PSYCH to get a 3-day free trial.
All right, back to breaking the cycle. And here's something crucial to understand. Visibility isn't just about where you eat. It's about being honest with yourself about why you're eating. Are you actually hungry? Or are you bored, stressed, lonely, or avoiding something else entirely? When you start asking these questions without judgment, just genuine curiosity, you begin to see the real triggers behind secret eating. Your brain has been using food as a solution to problems that food can't actually solve. And that awareness, that's where real change begins. Because here's the real secret. Self-compassion is everything. Secret eaters are often their own harshest critics. You wouldn't talk to a friend the way you talk to yourself about food. And that internal criticism is fuel for the shame cycle. Studies show that people who practice self-compassion around eating are significantly less likely to binge or eat in secret. When you can say, I ate a whole pizza and that's okay, I'm human, instead of I'm disgusting and broken, you remove shame's power source. This isn't about making excuses. It's about recognizing that punishing yourself has never led to lasting change. Compassion does. So here's what I want you to take away from this. If you're a secret eater, you're not broken. You're not lacking willpower. Your brain is just stuck in a pattern that once served a purpose, maybe protection, maybe rebellion, maybe comfort, but doesn't serve you anymore. The way out isn't through more restriction or more rules. It's through visibility, through self-compassion, through understanding that food is just food, and eating it doesn't make you good or bad. You're allowed to eat, you're allowed to enjoy food, and you're definitely allowed to do it without hiding. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And if you want more psychology content that actually makes sense of why we do the weird things we do, subscribe.